Your last fight, going into it, $2.85 underdog, you know, and matter of fact, your last 3 fights, I think you've been an underdog. I know a lot of fighters wouldn't look at the odds and go, oh, look what I'm at. But the feeling of an underdog, even this gym, it feels like when you're in here, there is a sense of like us against the world to a degree. Is that the feeling that you get going to these big fights?
Yeah, pretty much. Even I'm normally the underdog, and I always like that. I feel like I've always got something to prove.
Yeah.
So yeah, it doesn't really bother me. I probably, even if I was the favourite, I'd still go in there thinking I've got everything to prove, and I'd still go in there with the underdog mindset.
Yeah. Because I think it's an interesting mindset, Dab, that a lot of Aussies has as well. Like, even just for me growing up, like, if I ever had issues with other kids or whatever, I'd always just say, well, I can earn their respect by being good at sport or whatever. That's the stereotypical story for athletes to a degree, of whether it's bullying or not getting along with people, and you either go to an MMA gym, you join a league team or whatever. Was that the stereotypical story for you, or not really?
I mean, I just like competitive nature, of the sport. I love the feel, like the training, also the people you meet in the gym, normal people just trying to get better, and it's I just fell in love with getting better at something, really put my mind to it. Yeah, and then obviously also the physicality, competitiveness of the sport is something
I mean, MMA, you're really never going to stop learning MMA. That's a really interesting thing about it, because there's so many different, parts of it.
Yeah, it's always evolving. Like, different techniques come out and then they become more prominent. So it's always evolving. You've got to stay ahead of the curve, otherwise you could fall behind.
Yeah. Now, going into the fight against Belal, was there, there was all the banter about, who's this guy? Because his personality, that's the meme of it, even though he's an incredible fighter and he's a star. Was there any chat in the ring, in the octagon from you, or you're not a...
No, not really. I didn't really, honestly, with Belal, I didn't really even say much to him, I haven't said much to him ever, even though we spent that much time in the octagon. Yeah.
Wow.
He sort of, even after the fight, he didn't really, sort of gave me the cold shoulder, and then it just went our separate ways.
Yeah, okay.
But no, there was no banter in there. I was just trying to ping him. Yeah.
Trying to ping him. Thank you said that, because, so I was watching the fight, and when I saw your cornerman and your coach, just keep pinging the and obviously we'll bleep that out for the children that are watching. I just thought that's beautiful stuff. That's poetry to an Australian. When in the moment, did you realise that he had said something that Aussies were just going to go, that's mad? Or were you just so locked in?
I was so locked in, but that's just something I feel like Aussies respect it, but that's a pretty Aussie thing to say. It's not 100%. Out of the blue to hear Ben say. Yeah, it's normal, It wasn't out of the blue for Ben to say it. I knew exactly what he meant from it. He wasn't saying, try and finish him. He was just trying to say, basically, stay on the outside and just ping him. So it made perfect sense to me. It was good advice. And it's lived on to be such a great moment in my career. So,
mate, I posted on my Instagram, the socials, bro.
Yeah.
So it's one of my most liked posts of the whole year. And we're more of a league page, but people loved it.
I think it's just a cool, final round championship fight to hear, cool motivational words. It's always going to be
if you're Australian and you hear that, you've got to ping someone. Just ping someone. Now, surely there's some merch that's hanging around here somewhere. Did you get any merch with it?
Yeah, there was a street action pinging shirt going around.
How good. That's sick.
Get onto it.
Now, in the octagon with Belal, the whole yarn was, his stand-up's incredible, blah, blah, blah. But nah, wrestling, he's not going to be able to handle Belal's wrestling. He's also not going to be able to handle his gas tank or whatever. In that first round, did it give you more confidence when you actually felt his strengths? Or, how did you feel in that first round with him?
I felt good I felt in control of that whole fight. I felt like I was sort of leading the dance. I was making him chase me around the octagon. I think I was landing the better shot. So I pretty much, as the rounds went on, personally, I thought I was in control. He obviously had his moments, but we were expecting those sorts of positions. He's a strong grappler. He's pretty determined as well. He never slowed down. He was just a zombie coming forward. So
it was an incredible performance. Would you say that's your best performance you've ever had in the octagon?
I think so. A championship fight, 5 rounds. I think it was definitely.
Did you? Athletes, I guess, envision that moment. Would you crumble or would you not crumble? Were you proud of yourself when you walked out? That was the biggest moment of my career and I delivered? Because, it's a rare thing to have the biggest moment of your life, but also have the best performance of your life. That's even rare for athletes,
100%. Yeah, I was happy, because it's sort of end of the day, you can just go there, you can just perform at your best and give it your all. I felt like I went out there, did what I had to do to win, stuck to the game plan, and sort of just dug deep at times.
Yeah.
But obviously, I look back on it, I think there are things I could have done better, but all in all, I was happy with the performance. Come ways, the winner was the goal.
Mate, look, I'm a nuffy nobody, but I reckon your biggest weapon is your calmness in the pocket. I just think when I watch you fight, and I watch other UFC fighters, when they're in kind of an exchange, there's a tendency to tense up and go for that big, whatever it is. I think your ability just to flow in the pocket is just one of your biggest strengths. Is that something you're aware of, first of all? And second of all, like, how do you stay so calm in such a, it doesn't get much crazier than in the pocket of a combat, a fight.
Yeah, I think that definitely, I think that's one of my strong attributes, staying calm. I put a lot of emphasis and effort into that.
Yeah.
And I think so. I think, that staying calm in the pocket is something that, I think it comes from just trusting. I trust that I can see stuff with the more calm I am, see it come in. And I trust in my ability, if I just I don't have to move so much, I can just, smaller movements are probably going to be the better option. But just staying calm is key.
As I said, I've only done a little bit of boxing or whatever and sparring, and the panic that rises in you when you're in it, you don't actually realise that's what actually gasses you out in a fight, is the panic.
Sure. That's the panic. A lot of people come, first time come into the gym, they think they're so unfit, but it's more just the panic.
You're scared of getting hit, knocked out, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Mate, speaking of panic, I was panicking watching you do that fitness before. What's it like training with a guy like Craig Jones?
Yeah, it's awesome. You know, he's obviously expert grappler and a really good coach. So it's hard work. He's putting on hard work, but I definitely feel iron sharpens iron. So, training with someone like him, definitely I feel like I've been getting better every day. Every session I do with him, I feel like I improve.
Now, he's in league, I think it's called the Shark Tank or whatever, where basically you're in the middle and blokes coming in wrestling heaps. Surely there's I've got to pay you back and you can get in the ring and you can box him standing up just to pay him back a little bit for those.
I've been asking him, he never wants to, so it's hard. But no, it's the Shark Tank, that's what we call it, so it's hard work.